A cab driver picks up a nun. She sits in the back seat, peaceful and quiet, but after a few blocks, she notices the driver can't stop glancing at her through the mirror. She raises an eyebrow and asks, "My child, is something troubling you?" The driver hesitates, then says, "Well, sister, I have a question, but I'm scared it might be, offensive." The nun smiles warmly and replies, "Son, at my age, after decades of being a nun, I've heard just about everything. Trust me, nothing shocks me anymore." He took a deep breath. "Okay, I've always had this weird little dream to be kissed by a nun." She tilts her head thoughtfully. Well, I might consider it. But 2 conditions must be met. First, you must be single. Second, you must be Catholic." The driver practically yells, "Yes! I'm single! And I've got a rosary in my glove box. Let's go!" The nun chuckles and says, "All right then, pull over in that alley." Moments later, she plants a kiss on him, so passionate it could steam up a stained glass window. The guy's cheeks go redder. Back on the road, the cab driver suddenly starts crying. The nun gently asks, "Oh dear, what's the matter now?" He confesses, "I lied, I'm married and I'm not Catholic." The nun grins and says, "That's okay. I am a gay. My name is Dave and I'm on my way to a Halloween party." A poor woman with a small house and hungry kids called into a live radio show. She said, "I need help, but I believe God will take care of us. I'm just thanking him in advance." A man who didn't believe in God was also listening. He rolled his eyes and laughed. "Let's see how God helps her now," he said. He sat back in his chair, thought for a moment, then got an idea. "I'm going to prove there is no God." He called his secretary and said, "Go buy a bunch of food, rice, beans, bread, oil, whatever she'd need for a whole month. Then take it to this woman's house. But listen, when she asks who sent it, tell her it's from the devil." The secretary bought so much food that it looked like she was preparing for a family reunion. Boxes and bags filled the car. She drove to the woman's house and delivered everything. The woman opened the door, saw the food, and her jaw dropped. "Thank you, Jesus," she cried. She was dancing and shouting, clapping and rushing to eat the food inside as if it might disappear. The secretary, a bit confused, and asked, "Don't you want to know who sent all this?" "No, I don't care. When God says he will provide, even the devil has to obey." An old lady boarded the bus every morning without fail. But one day her usual bus broke down, so she had to catch a different one. That's where she met a new conductor, a young man with a kind smile who helped her up, ensured she had a seat, and treated her with gentle respect. The next day, the old lady waited at her stop, hoping to see her new friend again. Sure enough, there he was on the same bus. As she got off, she smiled at the conductor and handed him a small pack of treats, some cashew nuts and almonds. The conductor was puzzled, but took it as a sweet gesture. The next day, she did it again, and the day after that, the conductor had grown used to it and even looked forward to it. The little gift had become part of his morning routine. But on the 7th day, curiosity finally got the better of him. He asked with a smile, "Ma'am, you're so kind to give me these nuts every day, but we don't eat them yourself." The old lady chuckled softly and said, "Oh, I don't have the teeth to munch them." The conductor tilted his head. "Then why do you buy them?" She smiled sweetly and said, "Because I love the chocolate around them."
The first stage is the egg. They are mostly attacked by female butterflies to the leaves or stems of plants, because it will serve as their food source when they hatch. Like God, He will also put us in an environment where we will grow and prosper. He will surround us with enough blessings so that we will be sustained. The second stage is the larva or caterpillar. Their primary activity is eating. They have a very good appetite and they eat almost constantly. As they continue to eat, their body also grows stronger and bigger. And just like life, there will be seasons of harvest and joy. It's when we learn a lot of things from God and we experience so many miracles in His presence. It's the season of learning His words and consuming food for our souls. The third stage is the pupa. It's when the cocoon appears like a small sac. It changes when the complete transformation to butterfly is finished. At this stage, the pupa doesn't eat. Instead, it gets its energy from the food eaten by the larval stage. It may look like nothing is going on, but big changes are happening on the inside. The special cells in pupa stage are growing rapidly, and it slowly become parts of an adult butterfly. We also go through the pupa stage in life, wherein we don't feel okay, and we struggle for things that other people can't see. But in this stage, the things that we learned before will remind us to keep moving and never give up. The lessons make us grow into a better person, and the struggles that we face on the inside teaches us to experience the kind of freedom that makes us fly to our dreams and aspirations in life. Just like how the butterflies freely expose their beauty to the world we live in.
3 successful sons wanted to show their love and appreciation for their aging mother. After some discussion, they each decided to send her a special gift. The first son, wanting to give her a comfortable life, built her a grand mansion, a house so big it could hold 100 guests. The second son, thinking of her convenience, sent her a luxurious car, along with a personal chauffeur to drive her wherever she wished. But the third son, who knew his mother loved the Bible, but could no longer see well enough to read, and he came up with something truly unique. He spent years and a small fortune to have a remarkable parrot trained. This wasn't just any parrot. It had been taught by monks for 12 years to memorize the entire Bible. If you simply named a chapter and verse, the parrot could recite it word for word. Sometime later, the mother wrote her son's thank you notes. To the first son, she said, "Son, the house you built is very huge. I live in only one room, but I have to clean the whole house. It's too much for me." To the second son, she said, "Son, I am too old to travel anymore. I stay home all day and the driver you hired is so rude." But to the third son, she wrote, "My dearest child, you truly have the wisdom to know what your mother likes. The little chicken you sent was delicious.